Yeah, said it's snowing, but it's fine. Keep it hotter than the summertime. Even when the colder weather hits ya, I greet y'all with a bigger picture. Try to flip the frame, try to open up another brain. Cause it's a new year. Open up that 3 eyes so I can see it too clear. Knowing that there's only one beloved, and I just keep on flowing, always rising above. When they try to keep me in the low end, yeah, I gotta keep exposing every single layer as I'm digging deeper into that space. And I'll be filling them up with that grace, and yeah, filling them up with the love, picking them up, that smile on their face. And yeah, we just embracing this level now. Even if you walking off your path, it's time to level out. And I'll be flying in the sky, something like that little birdie that just crossed my eye. I'll be crossing their paths, I'll be crossing their T's, cause I'm releasing the time. Yeah, I'm releasing that wrath, and I'm bringing that realist of rap in as I just kick it off the mind. It's time for another trail talk time. Bless it up. We out here on another beauty of a trail. Breathing in that fresh chi. I want to wish everyone a happy new year. And I want to talk about this last year. It's something I'm really proud of. I posted a freestyle, at least one every day for the whole year. I didn't quite freestyle every single day, but for the most part, there might have been maybe 10 days off. But almost every day I, made it my mission to freestyle every day. And so many times I had multiple freestyles. So any day that I missed one, I could just post one anyway. So I ended up being able to post at least one every day. And it came with, a lot of lessons that I want to share. If you put your mind to something, you can do just about anything. And, it was a goal that I set for myself because, I've always loved the art of freestyle. I've always loved making music, and I've always really looked up to people that are amazing at freestyling. It's always just been something I've loved. It's so entertaining, and just blows my mind how amazing some freestylers are. And I want to start getting better. So I was really inspired by this amazing freestyler, Harry Mack. And he was just posting so many videos all the time of him freestyling and, showing his consistency, his dedication. And I knew that's all I needed, to keep getting better, keep getting more comfortable. And I just had to do it. So, that's with anything that you want to do in your life. Set yourself a goal, have a vision, and just really believe in yourself that you can do it, right? Freestyling can also be, a pretty scary thing because you don't have anything planned, right? I think, I can write some lyrics down and then hop up on a beat, and, if I know what I'm saying, it's not a big deal. It's not like you really have to worry. You know what you're gonna say, but with a freestyle, it's just completely off the top, and you never know what might come out. There's always a chance, it's not gonna sound that great, or you're gonna mess up, or you won't have anything to say. You're not gonna rhyme. You might not stay in tune or in rhythm sometimes, or whatever it is. But that's the beauty of it, right? You have to embrace all that and just let go of the fear that it's not gonna go well, and embrace the imperfection of it, right? That's the difference, right? There's a beauty in both, right? A well-crafted song or something that you take the time to write it out and make it perfect. And the freestyle has its own beauty because it's just boom, right in the moment, spontaneous, improvising, and you just have to lose yourself in the flow, right? Literally, you just tune into the music and just become one with it. And eventually, as I kept getting more and more comfortable with it, it's just became more and more fun for me. you know, because you start to release all of that a little more easily, release all that fear, and you just get into that flow state. And it's really fun, like, especially those times when you're really, you know, saying something more meaningful. Maybe the beat starts to bring out, you know, some deeper emotions. And the times when I'm actually, you know, saying something that really means a lot more than just kind of playing with random words, then it feels really good after. You know, I spoke about it in my last freestyle trail talk. You know, after those moments, after the freestyle's done, I feel like I'm almost shaking because there's so much energy that flows through you in those moments. And it's just like, it's magic. It really is magic. You know, our ability to create is so amazing, and you start to learn to tap into, you know, this universal energy. And sometimes it's just like, where did that even come from, right? How did I come up with that, like, on the spot right there? And as you continue to practice whatever it is that you want to keep getting better at, you know, it's like a muscle, right? With that repetition, it's like certain things now, maybe I used to have to, you know, stumble a little bit in certain parts and maybe take a little bit longer break to think about what I want to say for the next line or have something. But after a while, it's like you start to create these little neural pathways, and things just start to become automatic almost. So in those moments when you're kind of in between a thought and you don't really have anything ready, you still have these words that can flow because you've done it so many times. You know, certain things will just start to come back, and, you know, many times I may have said certain things that were the same or similar to other freestyles, but that's okay. That's how it just kind of fills in those blanks and keeps the flow going, so it doesn't, you know, drop off all of a sudden, and it keeps it smooth. And that's the biggest thing that I realized, you know, after seeing from where I first started all the way up until, you know, the end of the year, is there's just a smoothness to it that wasn't quite as pronounced when I first was starting out, and definitely a confidence in just my feeling of it, right? Sometimes I would get into my head a little bit before the freestyle, and, you know, any performer knows the feeling of the butterflies in your stomach and everything, or the mind just coming in and trying to bring negativity. But, you know, more often now it's just like that doesn't even really come up anymore, or at least not nearly as much or as often, because, you know, it's just, I realize that, you know, that's just coming in to kind of test you. And as soon as I just start the beat and start freestyling, that just goes away. And so that's the key, is to just do it, right? Don't overthink things too much in life. And that's what I really love about the freestyle, right? The art of freestyle taught me to just dive into something without overthinking too much about it, because, you know, as Infinite Waters says, he says that, you know, when you are overthinking too much, it's called the paralysis of analysis, right? We paralyze ourselves by analyzing the situation too much sometimes, and that can leave us stuck instead of just, you know, actually doing whatever it is we want to do. And some nights, you know, certain things would be going on and I didn't do a freestyle because, you know, there's other things that are more important than just doing freestyles to me. You know, my wife and my family, and, you know, sometimes it just doesn't work out that I have the time or whatever. A couple of days, I just wasn't really feeling it right. And you can, it's all about what works for you, right? The balance in it, because sometimes you do have to kind of almost force yourself to do things that you want to do, even if you might not have quite the energy for it. But, sometimes you just got to say, well, we'll save it for tomorrow, right? And that's part of the lesson as well. Like I said, there was maybe like 10 days or so when I didn't do it, and all those times I'm glad that I didn't, because sometimes you really can't just force things too much in your life. And especially with the art of freestyle, it's good to just be in that flow state, and it's not gonna be as fun if you feel like you're having to force it, right? So anything that you want to do in your life, it's important to have fun with it as well. But sometimes, when you're starting something, it may take a little extra effort to get the momentum flowing, right? Like I said, when I first started, there would be more moments of, me having to kind of get out of my head a little bit and kind of almost push myself to do it. And that's what the challenge was all about, doing it every day. That maybe not every single day you're gonna be in that same beautiful flow state or want to do it as much as other days, but when you really have your vision clear, and then you just got to execute. And after that full year, it feels so amazing, like I've accomplished something that I set out to do, and it really feels good. So I want to encourage everyone, to have some type of clear vision for yourself in your life, and to not let fear get in the way of that. Because whatever we want to do in life, it's going to take courage. And fear might arise in certain situations, but that's only to test you, And what's life without a good test or a challenge? That's the only way that we grow and evolve, is to really show what we're made of. If life were always super duper easy and there were no challenges, then we wouldn't know our own strength. We have to show it to know it. So yeah, that's all I want to share for today. I hope it inspires someone out there to go after whatever it is they want this year, and to have fun in the process, because that's what life's all about. We shouldn't be having to struggle and suffer our way through life and feel like it's always some grind. We came here to play and have fun, and that's just what I believe. So I hope everyone has an amazing day, and make this the best year of your life. Peace and limitless love.